Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Fatur Rahman. I am from English education student at Universitas Maritim Raja Ali Haji. Today I will oral presentation for fulfill my achievement from academic speaking course by Sir Muhammad Chandra. From the title, Developing Speaking Skills Using 3 Communicative Activities: Discussion, Problem Solving, and Role Playing. Well, with the rest of the time, let's me begin. The first is introduction. English teaching and learning have the goal of focusing students so that they are able to use English for communication and as a tool for furthering their studies. In the process of teaching and learning, the 4 language skill, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, are simultaneously performed. Normally, learners in an EFL context do not use the language in authentic situation. The process in ability in communicating appropriately and correctly. This leads to learners' lack of self-confidence and avoidance when communicating with native English speakers. According to many teaching theories, speaking skill can be developed through communicative activities which include an information gap, a jigsaw puzzle, games, problem solving, and role playing in addition. Supported this idea that the activities that can assist better speaking skill are free discussion and role playing also. Stated that the language activities are important factors in teaching language. For communication, activities help create interaction in the language classroom. Additionally, communicative activities can motivate the learners and establish good relationship between the teacher and the students as well as among the students, thereby encouraging supportive environment for language learning. On the basis of this literature, of the researchers would study the impacts of these 3 communicative activities: discussion, problem solving, and role playing are students' development of speaking skill and students' attitude towards teaching English speaking using the 3 communicative activities. So, the second is objective of the study. This study had 3 objectives. The first, to study and compare English speaking skill using 3 communicative activities: discussion, problem solving, and role playing of grade 11 students before and after learning. So, the second, to study the student attitude towards teaching English speaking skill using the 3 communicative activities. So, the third is methodology. The first is variables. Dependent variable was teaching English speaking skill using 3 communicative activities. Independent variable were students' English speaking ability and attitude towards teaching English speaking using 3 communicative activities. So, the second, instruments. The instrument employed in this study were lesson plans. A test of English speaking ability was used at pre-test and post-test. So, an attitude questionnaire. So, students learning log. So, a semi-structured interview. So, teacher journal. The third is data collection. Data was collected and the study done in the authentic classroom. A test of English speaking ability test was employed as a pretest. 8 lesson plans with the 3 different communicative activities were used in a language classroom with 49 students. In the meantime, the students are asked to read their learning log and the researchers wrote the teacher journal. After complete of the teaching, the students were interviewed using a semi-structured form. Finally, the attitude questionnaire was employed. So the fourth is data analysis. Quantitative and qualitative analysis were done. The quantitative analysis were from a test of English speaking ability and an attitude questionnaire. The qualitative analysis was drawn from students' learning log, semi-structured interviews, and the teacher journal using a triangulation method. So, the 4th point is researchers' findings. The pretest mean score was 60,80% and the post-test mean score was 85,63%. The student English speaking ability after using the 3 communicative activities were significantly higher than the prior to their use. The students' attitude towards teaching English speaking using the 3 communicative activities was related as good. So the last point is discussion. The post-test mean score of the students' English speaking ability was significantly higher than the pre-test one after the employing the 3 communicative activities: discussion, problem solving, and role playing. Characteristic of the activities may have encouraged interaction among the students in the language classroom. This could afford opportunity for language practice. The teacher arranged for language functions such as asking for direction, ordering food and beverages, talking on the telephone, and making an appointment with doctor. This type of activities can afford students experience using the language for real communication. This idea was consistent with where they purpose that the learner should know the purpose of speaking, what to speak, with whom and where to speak, and how to use appropriate language. In this study, the context of the language through the 3 activities were carefully selected to suit the syllabus, the learner's age and language level, and to create challenge for the learners to gain experience. Teaching English speaking skill is using the 3 communicative activities is a learning method focusing on the learner's centeredness. Students work in small groups divided by their language proficiency, EA, high, medium, and low levels. Using this technique, students can have an opportunity to work together, providing help to others while performing the activity. The atmosphere in working in group can lessen their fear in making mistakes when speaking English. Students in the group can support others in the team needing help. They can express themselves successfully while working in groups. This can lead to self-monitoring, more confidence in speaking, and enjoyment can encourage them to participate more in learning. The result of this study supported the effectiveness of these 3 communicative activities in developing English speaking skill. Reference: conducted students of development of English speaking skill using 2 communicative activities: information gap and role playing. Moreover, it can be seen from the current students that division into small group of 4, promoted that students' confidence in producing the language as a result of their language proficiency. Students have been trained using the language function appropriately. Therefore, they could successfully develop themselves using these 3 activities. In conducting a communicative activity, the context should be focused on meaning, not the form. While the students are involved in an activity, there should be no teacher intervention. Students can practice using the language among their group members. So, I think that's all from my presentation. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'm sorry if I have mispronunciation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.